Hi, hi. My name's Aeolus, and I am obsessed with Dispatch. Shouldn't come as a surprise. I mean, Voice Critical's in it. Fucking love that guy. Future me, Photoshop Charlie in my arms. Did you do it? So for the ones that have been living under a rock or aren't really in the gaming sphere, there's this new game called Dispatch, and in it you play as a character called Robert Robertson, aka Mecha Man, a man with no superpowers, but in a world full of superpowered people. Without spoiling too much, the gist of the story is you're trying to track down the villain that killed your father and the previous Mecha Man, and in doing so, your suit gets destroyed, and you're forced to retire when you're approached by another hero to join the Superhero Dispatch Network, aka SDN, a company that dispatches heroes to those in need. The game has quickly skyrocketed to one of the most popular games of 2025, thanks to its lovable characters, phenomenal story, yes pun intended, and fun gameplay loop. But we're not here to review the game today. I wanted to challenge myself with creating a new character for this already great roster. So that's what we're here for today. So without further ado, let's get right to it. Let's get started. Now the first step to creating a character like this is looking at what has already been done. For example, I can create a character that throws fireballs and can fly, but that'd just be another flambe. So let's take a look at all the other existing characters and we'll go from there. Alright, let's see. First up, Mecha Man himself. Now like I said, Mecha Man is a man without powers in a big ass robot suit. His personality differs from how you play the game. He can range from anywhere to a complete asshole to an actual caring person. Blonde Blazer is optimistic and prefers to look at stuff from the bright side. She has a special medallion that gives her powers, turning her into the Blonde Blazer. Powers include super strength, these energy ray based things, flight, and also she turns blonde. Chase, aka Trackstar, has super speed and is an excellent shit talker. However, when he runs at super speed, he also ages 50 times faster, hence his Black Einstein looking state. Royd hasn't revealed any special powers yet, but I'm convinced he's hiding something. Other than that, he has above average intelligence and he is very strong. He's also very lovable. Galen is also here. He has super hearing. That's pretty much it. Next. Beef is such a good boy. Yes, he is. I just want to grab it. He's a dog. And he's the best boy. Now on to the actually dispatchable characters. Sonar is half man, half bat, all freak. He obviously has sonar abilities, hence his name, and can turn into a giant bat monster. He also went to Harvard. Flambe is a bit of a dick, but he grows on you. His skin doesn't burn and he controls the fire and the flame. His eyebrows do burn for some reason. I don't know how that works. Invisigal is the big troublemaker of the group. She basically just fucks over everything in the entire game. Anyway, she can turn invisible when she holds her breath, but she has asthma, so that's a little problematic. Punch Up is 5 times stronger than the average man, but is also 3'3". He's a tiny little bugger. He also probably knows the end of the rainbow somewhere. Prism is a pop star and has the ability to control light. It isn't specified how it exactly works in game, but basically she can create flashing lights and she can also create illusions, including objects, but also full-on people and herself included. Malevola is a literal demon. That's pretty much it. She can teleport, she can create these portals. Golem is made of dirt and mud. He's a literal construct and he does gummy bears, like the ones you get high from. How does that work? Does he even have a stomach? That's actually a good question. Coop or Coupe has umbrokinesis, and the best way to explain what it does is basically shadow stuff. She also probably has a knife kink, let's be real, and she can fly. Waterboy originally starts as a janitor at SDN, and his powers include vomiting water. He's always wet, that too. Phenomenon is basically Superman, but stupid, and without the laser eyes. That's it. Lastly, there are the tutorial characters from episode 1. There's Phenomenon, which we just talked about, and then there's also Pom Pom, Sweet Talker, Brickhouse, Equilibrium, and Brain Book. Now, their powers are never acknowledged in-game, but based off of context clues, we can deduce that Brickhouse has super strength and is also green. Sweet Talker is a green lizard who is super charismatic. Pom Pom is fast and agile. Brain Book is a smart one, and Equilibrium is... oh! From a different dimension, according to Google. So that's all the good guys, but there are also a couple of bad guys I want to take a look at. First up is Shroud. He is the main bad guy of Dispatch, and he's responsible for killing Astral Mecha Man. His whole shtick is that he's super smart and really good at predicting whatever your next move is. He's also a piece of shit for touching my boy Beef. Toxic can become toxic. Moving on. Lightning Struck has these lightning shooting guns. That's it. There really isn't a lot to talk about with these villains. Armstrong has tiny arms, but to compensate, he has these really big robot arms. Apparently his normal arms are really easy to break though. I don't know if that counts as a power, but I guess it's interesting. So, that's all of them. What can we conclude from this? With all this information, we can cross off a lot of different concepts. For example, if I'm going to make an elemental character, the elements that are already taken would be fire, water, light, shadow, electricity, toxic and poisonous stuff, and earth, sort of. So everything I just discussed with all these characters is off the table. Now let's get on to the concepts. I made 3 different concepts. I wanted to make 4, but I ran out of time, so here we are. First up, Dragonfly. When you start the game, the Z-Team members aren't the smartest. Sonar is the smartest of them, but he's still a little stupid. So Dragonfly is here to fill that gap. She'd be the smartest out of the whole team, and her outfit is meant to show that. Obviously she has dragon wings and a tail to soar through the sky, but here's the thing. It gets pretty chilly up there when you're not covered in fur or on fire. So her suit is mostly one piece. Not that. It is a tracksuit with minimal openings to keep the warmth on the inside, and to keep her head warm she's got a beanie. Her boots have heavy metal parts on it, so when she goes to land or drops down for whatever reason, her feet touch the ground first, reducing a chance at injuries. Her wrist guards also have metal bits to help deal more damage in hand-to-hand combat, and lastly of course, she has goggles so she can actually see. Speaking of, Dragonfly has hawk-like vision. This allows her to see significantly further and detailed than the other members of the team. Her abilities in-game would include stuff like carrying other heroes to calls, see calls appear before they happen, and reduce the chance of injury on failed calls. In short, Dragonfly will be used in calls that require a higher intellect and or speed. Her catchphrase would be speed of flight, which is very corny, but that's the point. Up next, Blast Zone. Blast Zone's whole shtick is that he thinks he is this super badass superhero that criminals fear like Batman. But in reality, no one, not even Waterboy, finds him intimidating. Blast Zone made his weapons and suit himself, using whatever he can to get his hands on. He has leather armor on his shins and arms. He has a long trench coat that he deliberately put in the wash with red socks to make the coat red because it's more intimidating. And workout bands to attach to his blades. All things considered, it's a low budget outfit, but it does its job pretty well. If he were to join the Z-Team, here's how I'd imagine it would go. He'd come in swinging in using his blades like he's Spider-Man and land in front of the team doing a cool superhero pose saying something like, "I'm the protector this city needs." And then the team would burst out in laughter. But over time, the team would come to respect him as Blast Zone starts to get fed up with all the bullying from the team. Unlike Waterboy, he doesn't let the team keep walking over him, he fights back. So basically Blast Zone would go from the bottom of the food chain to earning a spot on the roster and starting to fit in. And what would help with that significantly are his powers. He only has one superpower, which is storing kinetic energy. If he were to get hit by someone like Punch Up or Royd right in the guts, the impact of the punch gets absorbed into his body and he can release it into an explosion. The size of that explosion depends on how much energy he has stored. In addition to this, he can make this explosion travel through stuff before it actually detonates. So kinda like Kratos in God of War, he can hook his blades into something and then make his powers flow through it and explode at the very end of the blade. As for how this would look, his powers come out looking like these red little swirls. The best comparison is Havoc from the X-Men movies. His catchphrase would be "C4 got nothing on me," which is extremely cringe, but that fits his character. And lastly, Payback. Payback was born with the powers of being able to copy any superpowers. However, to do so, she'd have to get close enough to soul suck the powers into her system. Once she's done this, she can copy them whenever she wants. However, since there are so many different powers, she can only use a couple, as it is too hard for her to remember them all. As for her backstory, she was bullied relentlessly as a kid for both her powers and simply for being herself and easy to pick on. Over time, this made her grow bitter and angry at the world, blocking herself off from everyone until developing the hard exterior she shows. Similar to the other members of the Z team, she wouldn't be afraid of talking shit about the others to their faces, though she would only do so if provoked. I feel like adding her to the team would also come with fun bits like her turning invisible like Invisigal does mid-convo, just so she knows what it's like. Payback's main gimmick is obviously mimicking others, so in the game she'd function as a Hail Mary, using her only if someone else fails. Her catchphrase will be, "It's payback time." So now that I have my options, I went to my good friend Angel to ask him what concept is the best. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. So I need your help with something real quick.
Alright, tell me. What up?
So I told you that I was making a dispatch character, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I have the concepts lined up and I need you to pick one.
Alright, tell me.
One eternity later.
I would pick Payback.
Yeah.
Because, she's just... I think it's way funnier. She's like a bit... Yeah.
And you clearly have a type, yeah.
Oh, definitely.
I then made a quick form to send to anyone even remotely interested to see which concept was the most interesting to them. Good morning. The neighbors were drilling really early. So let's look at the results of the form. Alright, it appears that Payback is the winner. So, stats. While I'm doing this part, I'll be flashing some of the work in progress drawing bits on screen because the actual thing, even in time lapse, was 22 minutes, so that's a little much. So there are 5 main stats in Dispatch. I gave Payback a 3 in combat, a 2 in vigor, a 3 in, I believe, mobility, a 1 in charisma, and 3 in intellect. Her main ability obviously is temporarily mimicking someone else's powers. As for the in-game powers, she'd start with her main ability, Follow the Leader. And basically what it does is when she's assigned in a call with 1 or 2 slots of heroes, she doubles the highest stat of the hero that's in the first slot. She can also get a flight license with it. Oh, hello. She'll unlock the ability See You There. When she unlocks this, she can fly to calls and greatly reducing the completion time. And she has a 1 in 3 chance of carrying other heroes when on a call with more than 1 hero. As for the hero power training, she obviously gets 2 abilities. We can choose one of them during your playthrough. First one is Double Down, which is basically if a call fails, Payback can be sent again with the exact same stats as the hero that failed the call to attempt the call again. The second option is Perfect Mimicry, and what this does is when a call is completed successfully, by Payback specifically, she will mimic the last ability. So basically if, for example, Flambe completes a call successfully, he gets the On Fuego ability thing. If Payback then completes another mission successfully, she will mimic the On Fuego thing. So here are the results. Payback herself. I made a character icon for the bottom of the screen, both a regular and damaged version, and I made the main art you see when you go to the stats tab. So there we are, my very own Dispatch character, but we're not done yet. No, I'm a masochistic workaholic. So here's a little demonstration.
Whenever there's a crisis in the area, we get a call, and guess who answers? Me. Exactly. Now put your headset on and introduce yourself to these pricks.
Hey team, this is your dispatcher, Robert Robertson. I'm starting my first shift.
That's good. Tell me that's not your real first
Stand
name.
there, bitch! You can't be this shook on your first day, come on!
Can we clear the channel, please? There's a lot of overlapping on this.
I saw him in his underwear.
Who? Roberto's son?
I saw him in his underwear.
He back in mine?
No, but he's got a lot of bruises, which I'm into.
Again, please clear the channel.
I get it, your email.
Shut the fuck up. Let me remind you, these calls are fucking recorded for training fucking purposes. So keep the fucking line clear before we send your stupid fucking asses back to whatever fucking cell we pulled your stupid fucking asses out of. Alright?
My son's balloon is stuck in a tree. Can you send someone?
Fine.
What are you guys talking about?
We're taking bets on when you'll quit.
Friday?
Today's Friday.
I know.
Oh, great job.
Consider it done. Going as fast as these legs will let me.
Yo, Flambe, you have to tell me where you got your eyebrows done.
Shut the fuck up.
All right, guy.
Excuse me, milady. I am approaching you with sexual intent. The following conversation is designed to end with my wiener in your mouth.
Fuck off, Sonar. I'm not interested.
Let the romance begin.
Piece of cake. All sensors are back up, team. Okay, what's going on with Sonar?
That's a bruise to me pride.
Just, give him a pep talk.
Shit, I had that!
So that's it, my very own dispatch character, Payback, or Audrey as I like to call her. If you enjoyed this video, consider watching my other content. Currently this is the only one of its kind up, but I am planning on redesigning Aeolus from The Legend of Zelda, for example. I got a review of Metroid Prime 4 in the works. And yeah, so be on the lookout for that. Before you leave, I just want to give a quick thanks to my good friends To NoWare for letting me use their music, Mayo for designing the thumbnail, and TJ for letting me use his voice for the dispatch section. That is all for now. I've been Aeolus. Until we meet again.
I'm a bitch. My name's Robert. Such a bitch whose name is Robert. I'm a bitch. Yeah, I'm a bitch. I'm such a fucking bitch. I have no hopes. I have no dreams. And a tiny little